Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cloudy Sheep and we are playing Command, Modern and Naval and Air Operations. Last episode we lost, unfortunately, one of our submarines over here while trying to intercept this convoy headed as reinforcements for the Canary Islands. That was a bit of an unsuccessful attack, but now our second submarine over here is diverting out of the path. And this episode we won't probably be spending much time down here. But instead take care of an attack on this airfield over here. A couple of episodes ago we talked a bit about our plan. Basic gist of it is we have tankers here. They'll very soon be on station. So the next sort of thing that we will activate is over here. We want our offensive electronic warfare plane. For a bit of jamming of enemy radar and so on and so forth. So that's the next thing we need to launch, because as you can see, these guys here, lean little airplane, jet airplane as you can see, but they are not quite as fast as our other guys. So we'll put them on station. We'll just do that via the mission editor, which we set up already, I believe. There we go. Now we need to find our airplane, and I think that's this one. We'll put it on station. We don't need the 1/3 rule because we only have the one, and active emissions will only be on station. And there we, I believe, did tell the craft already to be active on radar and offensive electronic countermeasures. So that's lovely. It will take off and do its thing there independently. When it's about here, I think we'll also launch our Harriers, because we wanted to provide some air cover over here in case something launches and gets over here. Also last episode we disabled the main radar station down here, so they only now have the SAM radar, and I'm not even sure when that last emitted. About 10 minutes ago. I think that might actually have been after the harm attack. Could that be? So we attacked it, well, 14 minutes ago. So yeah, it's definitely still active. So we will have to take care of the IHOP. I always want to say Patriot. I don't know why. Next thing here is that we can also launch our strike aircraft, and we prepared a couple of Hornets over here. And these paveway armed bombers are going to be our strike package. We launch them as a group and probably set them up later down there. And just after these guys, we'll also send in the carrier patrol with a bit of a distance so that these guys can fill up and refuel first. Also, I just wanted to check 120 minutes. Yeah, that's not really what we want to do. I think we'll have to see that we travel a bit further and probably refuel as well. Also, we do have some aircraft here on station. I think I'd like to turn off the settings for the sonar boards, because that just clutters up the view up here. Right, so that's much cleaner now. You can see a couple of helicopters doing the anti-submarine warfare bit on our side. These guys, which will probably be refueled soon, so no need to take care of that right now. Also, no other aircraft from here, I believe, is supposed to take part in the strike. So that's fine, looking lovely. The aircraft from Mahon over here, of course, can take off quite a bit later and just and just get ready. By the way, you can also see that one of our harm aircraft here is it was just saying landing, now it's taxiing to parking spot. So there's quite a bit of under the hood things going on. Seahawk? Another boogie? Is that you? Yeah, it's a Hawkeye. Still, with the MiG-29s down here, I don't really want to make a dash, even though we now have F-18s instead of what earlier was just Harriers. With the Harriers, we really would not have liked to do that. Right, we do know it's a Hawkeye. We knew that a couple of seconds ago as well. So we're out of time, just a tiny bit. There we go. Our craft have now taken off. We are going to send them just here. Just so we are going to format manually, and it's fine now. They only have radar coverage until here, so we can even fly in high up until here. That may come in a bit lower, if we even want to do that. That is. And I think we'll also soon see our offensive CM aircraft, which should go to mission. I think we enabled it. Yeah, so in about a minute it will take off. Not quite the order that I planned for, but I think it's going to be fine because the refueling does take some time. So we will be in position right about time. And it's important to coordinate that somewhat at least, because otherwise you risk aircraft being having insufficient fuel, and that would be a shame. Also at home, I just want to check how long that harm mission will take to rearm, and that's 6 hours. So definitely not during our current strike mission. Here we go. More aircraft being ready at Mahon. These will be our close air support, if you want, or that's the wrong term. Sorry. These guys will provide our air cover for our strike package with a very solid long-range armament over here. So if anything takes off from the airport as we are fighting, they will take care of it. I think the mix landed probably at the airport. These are still F-16s, which by the way were all coming in from here, so it would be very nice to actually disable this airport. But one after the other, we can't really do a strike mission down here until we've done that. Let's further accelerate time. Everything looking good. Oh no, see, the MiG-29s are still around. These are at the designated travel altitude. Here's our ECM craft, lovely. We'll probably move that in once we have everyone ready. And I think as soon as these guys are tanking, I'll tell these guys to take off. The Orion craft over here is just doing its thing with the anti-submarine warfare. And where were the mission parameters for that? I think that might be it, right? So we're going to pull that in just slightly to the northeast there, mainly because I'm still worried that somewhere here there was a submarine that attacked us for a while there. So over time, everything is working smoothly. That's nice, even though I really appreciate different sound effects and a more consistent sound level. Plus, that's not what I'm getting. We launched another group, mainly to cover this, because I think our guys over here might start to run low on fuel to tanker, and I think I will tell you to refuel if possible from this position. So that tells it to go to these this area here. Also just can I deselect all reference points. So there we go. Accelerate time again. Just want to keep a bit of an eye on things down there. You will try to cover over here. So please just go there. So here we go. You can see that quite a bit of fuel has already been expended, but we of course still have quite a bit of mission time, so about 500 nautical miles, which should be enough. but I'm paranoid and I don't trust it. And I've had it way too often that just before the target we did run out of fuel. The airplane turned around at the worst moment when you have to recognize the fact that that is happening and turn it around manually. It will take time, and during this time you will see that probably at that point it will actually run out of fuel. So let's see what else is part of our strike package over here. As I said, these heavy AMRAAMs over here are really the close support, and the light AMRAAMs I just want to keep in reserve. They will be the harm, but they will be tracking slightly behind, just so that if anything switches on the radar, this is pointing in the right direction, because we don't want to overfly any air defense as they get turned on. However, I think that maybe our first bombing run is actually going to be this dump 1000 kilo bomb that you can see here, and then after that, immediately after that, I would like Mavericks to maybe pick off any ground support that they have. So Maverick is an anti-tank missile basically, and I think you do have the AMRAAM, so that's nice as well. And these guys will be a bit behind. They'll be more of the cleanup mission, so they'll be actually the second wave if you want. But we should really have ample of planes. So everything fine down here. I think you guys are refueling, which is lovely. The tanker here, yeah, that's fine. Good. We're also gonna just adjust our Boeing over here, which is an Intel craft, and we're just going to put it slightly over here. And radar, weather navigation radar, no, that's not necessary, I think. Right. Nope, I wanted the unit. It's lovely. You're heading to a fuel point. Excellent. Probably gonna see the missiles launching from Honolulu. Aircraft launching from Hon very soon. There we go. You're the dumb bomb aircraft. You, I think, don't have that much distance that you can cover, so yeah, we'll just directly get you to the mission area. Here we go as well. How are you guys looking? You still need to refuel. I think that might have been a bit early with the launch of the one aircraft up there. So, since we did manage to take out their radar, I am going to pull in the tanker mission over the Gulf itself over here, so that the tankers will move slightly further closer to the mission area. And the big benefit of that is that this guy over here with the bombs and its ridiculously low range, 200 miles range, 270 miles range for 170 miles target. I don't like that. That's way too risky. And then he might recognize, I can go refuel here and then land. So maybe that's a bit better for him. It does, however, mean that our tankers are now going this way, while these guys are trying to catch up. But it's going to be fine. It's not going to be a big deal. Over here, you are still refueling, so that's fine. Accelerate time a bit. And you can see that, by the way, when you're all ready, I don't want you to head back up. There are more planes being detected. Aha! See, I knew that this airport was not yet inactive. 350 knots. What are you? You know anything? Mirages over here, see? We didn't even know that they did have that over there. I think we only saw that further down south. Okay, but with that in mind, we will immediately go to North. Where's North? Over there. And immediately actually launch our light guys over here as well, because I think I'm not really sure what these guys are doing. They seem to be on a loitering pattern, and I think they might be onto something. It might be because we took out their radar and they know now that it's likely that they're going to be under attack, and so yeah, maybe it's that. We'll have to see. Where's our offensive museum? Why are we actually so low? Oh, you're a bit slower than I expected, so that's not particularly good. Whoa. More aircraft. Let's see, can we see down here? Yeah, more Mirages. And up here, so we definitely see 4 aircraft in the air now. And now they seem to now accelerating. So I think they are on not actually they are not actually supporting the airfield. They are actually heading out to our guys up here, I believe. So they seem to be on a strike mission. Can they actually do strike missions? I thought we looked at that earlier and came to the conclusion that they only have pretty much bombs. Rockets, bombs. It says attack aircraft, but in terms of anti-naval, there isn't much of a capability. I mean, it's very close air support, but that is not a big threat to us. Nevertheless, let's catch our Hornets up here, get down there, get to military speed, because I think there is something fishy going on. Yeah, you need to pull back a bit, mate. Right then. You are refueling. Where are you? Yeah, it's going up. Okay. Good to know. You guys. I think you'll be fine. But you might... Do you? Anyway, I'm gonna loiter you. Because I don't want to be burning fuel quite as quickly until the other guys have refueled. Some contact being lost in the south. I need to watch things a bit because the fact that we have four aircraft incoming like that is a bit worrisome to me. I'm not exactly sure what their purpose is here. I think they are trying to attack some of my aircraft, though that's not necessarily, of course, a good idea for them, actually. We saw that this pretty much had a reach until not even on the map, up to the mountain, so we can actually kind of form up over here. Mavericks. And then we need to set up the rest of our strike package, especially the harm. I think we'll probably launch earlier these radar. And we will also put these two Harriers on the strike, AA West, so that should be the Harriers, and that should be the two available Harriers from Qatar. And I want you to be on this mission, so they'll come over here. Just make sure that our strike doesn't get shut down. I really do want it in position before I really this launch. 100. I'm worried about this guy. And the harm aircraft can come in over here just to give a bit of a wrong indication. It has 70 nautical miles range, so it doesn't need to close in quite as much as the other guys, which I think will be a good idea, just to have a couple of vectors of attack for them so they don't understand where our attack is coming from in the same way. You should be really fine on fuel, so I think 100 miles bingo fuel. I don't want to go to bingo fuel. Thank you. So there we go. These are the Harriers. Lovely. I think we looked earlier at the Mirage and discovered that it doesn't really have amazing range. So these are IR, 22 miles, whereas our guys really, I think, have much more. 40. On the other hand, these are 4 aircraft, and we only have 2 up here and 2 coming down now. You should be going pretty quickly. That's fine. But of course you'll still be way too slow, so maybe actually what we're going to do is check whether you are faster if you're flying slightly lower. Yeah, you could, or you could go to afterburn, which would just burn through the fuel. I think in a situation like that, that might actually be warranted. So that's fine. I think your purpose is to come in, strike, come back. And even if you don't, there's another tank up here. So yeah, I'm actually very satisfied with that. You are still refueling? Come on. Just how much fuel can you have? Accelerate time. So where are these guys headed? This a Orion craft? Do any of the helicopters? I'm not sure that they know I'm here. The radar really shouldn't be able to do that. Although I think we did discover radar down here at some point that was covering most of the area. So what do we have here? Is one of you returning home? No, no. You are on port course now, so that's very lovely indeed. This guy will be here in about 50 miles. traveling, yeah, so a ninth of an hour, so I would say, okay, yeah. So 9 minutes, that should be fine. Yeah, I think today we are not that bad. Fuel here is fine. This guy is fine. And it's time to launch our second wave. It'll be directly coming in down here. We will move our tankers up even further. Oh, we also need our fighters, our heavy fighters to provide cover, which I should have launched them way earlier. You guys launch. You'll just be flying straight then. And that's fine. I mean, that does mean we are coming in from several directions, which I find very lucky indeed. These guys have turned around now. Not sure why they're doing that. 520 marks. They are definitely on an attack pattern. I don't understand which one that would be. We have 4 AMRAAMs. We have 4 planes, but earlier we were quite unlucky for a while. Attack. Some of this stuff down here. I hope we have successfully disengaged over there. Probably should see these guys launching very soon. Okay, a lot of things are happening now at the same time. We're going to slightly deaccelerate, and next thing will be that our lovely guys over here will switch on their radar. Yes, do actually do that because I want these guys to be spotted. You can go on military speed, just to impede some more speed on our missiles, just to squeeze out a bit of extra range. What have we got here? Getting stopped. These guys, second strike wave. So you'll be coming down here. The other group should be not launched yet. Okay, you are coming in like that. You are the Harriers, fine. You are the Falcon. Lovely too. I think we can make that a bit more like so. And missiles are being launched down here. And I just want to make sure that every aircraft is targeted. So I am going to tell you, no, not in the MCOM, in the doctrine window, that you are supposed to launch only one round at any sort of plane. 1 or 2 rounds? No, I just want you to launch one round. One round. Okay, gotcha. Excellent. However, I do want you to launch on these guys as well. And that means we'll be turning slightly towards that direction so that we can disengage as well. Also, our other guys are coming in from over here. Perfect. Last one, please. And then we'll be off and traveling the other way. Yeah, there we go. So you can see that now the anti-air range is only so. That means we are going to go after. No, we're just going from the return speed. Still very lovely. Harriers do their thing. So our tankers, yes. These are our strike craft. And this is our air cover. Straight down there. Down there very soon as well. Next thing that really is going to happen is over here. You can see that they're not going to catch us. It could go much quicker, but then we could just disengage as well. Missiles are turning on their active radar. Let's see how many hits we get. Nope, miss. Miss. So I think the next thing that I can do is, even though we set up one group already, I think it makes sense to launch even more up here. Launch another wing as a combat air patrol over here. And down here, you guys might want to go a bit further that way. So, one hit. 2 hits! Not too bad, not too bad. I'm actually pretty happy about that. And you, I guess, can come in a bit like that. Just so these guys down there feel like they might catch us. How far are you going? A bit weird. They might actually be trying to bomb us. I'm not sure. ECM is very close. Maybe harm aircraft, right? Yeah. Okay, you probably can launch very soon as well. But for these guys, it's fine if they are launching two all missiles, at least two craft. Not gonna complain. But they're just gonna turn in. Actually, no. Sorry. I was thinking that we could potentially just use our cruise. Just use our IR missiles as well, our Sidewinders, but maybe, you know, why would we even engage them at all at this distance? If we can just run away and maybe fight another day too with our range advantage, so there isn't really any point doing that. You guys can actually cruise, and because I think it's very unlikely that you'll be intercepted, we will tell you. It's your airbase actually. Not yet. So we'll go sort of that way. Should be going towards both of our bases. Okay, let's see what we have here, and then I think next time we will be very ready to do our little strike over here. This is probably our bomber, yeah. We have to be able to reach 85, 200, should be fine. Let's try. So here we go. 4 missiles coming into 2 planes. And miss, hit, hit. Great. Good ratio. This one is just going to self-destruct in a couple of minutes, if it's, or seconds rather. And I think I can just tell you to go back to base. And you too, since you're out of missiles. And that's actually Mochon. Okay, so good to know. Iris over here. Very soon this guy will be there. Just 20 miles, 20 miles, so maybe a couple of minutes, and then we will see that we are attacking. While we're at it, I think I can tell this guy to go to loiter speed, just so it's not coming in quite as early. Excellent! So, thank you guys for watching. Been a bit of a longer episode, but I just wanted to make sure that next episode we will be able to do our strike in a very concentrated manner. Hopefully nothing will be distracting. So far there's just a bit of stuff going on down here. I'm not particularly happy that these aircraft are just above my craft, but I don't think they have actually spotted it. So hopefully we'll be fine. We are creeping away too, so and I think we're not in a good sort of pattern. So for detection, I should say. These guys up here, did I tell you to launch? Yeah, you'll be ready in the next episode. So we'll set them down and then begin our strike. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.